The world knows that this word brings out a type of emotion in us that no other word is able to do to anyone. I do know that the media can incite a nation of Black folks by saying someone used it. And we are up in arms that somebody white said nigga again, doesn't matter how or why, but he said it. So if the world knows that it affects us this way, and if the media understands that maybe they can't cancel a man for not pushing an idea that they want, i.e., maybe the vaccine, and you can't cancel him for that. Let's make something that we can try to cancel him over. So is it a ploy? Does the media use this to tear at our hearts? I think so. I think they do. I definitely don't think that there is a reason that this montage of him saying this word over 12 years, mind you, no one said anything else over 12 years, but yet we do this and have a montage of him saying it over 12 years. And now you have Black people involved in a fight that really had nothing to do with us. I'm going to put the link because I really want to get some people comments, but then I'm going to talk about Miss Arie. I think she interjected a lot of things in this conversation, which I thought was interesting. And I want to talk about her too, because if we're going to talk about things being equal, and you know, in this space, we like to talk about equality. Y'all hate the feminist people. Y'all say the women want it equal, but they don't really. But what about this word? Do we want equality? Is equality letting this word be said amongst people? I don't know. I have no idea. So Miss Arie, let's pull my girl up. So Arie posted the montage of him saying nigga about 20 times in a row. I was like, if Suge was free, he definitely would have signed Joe Rogan to death row. But she posted it and she said, I am going to pull my catalog from Spotify. I'm going to pull it. This man has no reason to say the word nigga, which is definitely her choice. But then she kind of got a backlash, which I wasn't expecting. But again, he has a huge following and, you know, some ideas are being changed. So she got a backlash, and the backlash was because they said that she was trying to censor him. They said because he said it, he didn't necessarily say it to be racist. But because he said the word now, and you're pulling him, and Neil Young is pulling the catalog from Spotify because you want to censor him. You don't want to hear what he has to say, or he said something that makes you uncomfortable. And now you're doing this as sign of a protest to get him off a platform. Now, mind you, this man signed, was it in 2020, a licensing deal with Spotify that was worth $100 million. So this man is invested. So it's going to take a lot for Spotify to kick his little ass out. So Arie was surprised. She was surprised that she was getting backlash of her saying publicly that she's going to pull her music off of Spotify. Let's hear what. I am not my hair. I am not the skin. Yeah, I love Arie, but let me tell you. I don't know if I agree with her. I don't know. Let's listen.
Censorship and censoring of him. Censorship is being at the threat of loss of life or freedom for your words. No one's being censored here. She said this is not censorship, this is about curation. Curation meaning choosing what you want in a space, choosing the space you want around you. Curation. This is not about censorship, this is about curation. And so Spotify is making a choice about the space they choose to curate. I and other creators are making choices about the space we want to curate, the life we want to curate, by choosing the spaces we want to be in or not. So using the word censorship is not appropriate because it's not true. So I don't believe in censorship. No one's being censored here. So there's that. 2, I don't believe in cancel culture. What I know is that people garner love or hate based on how they act. And the reason why I don't believe in cancel culture is because no one is universally loved or hated. Joe Rogan can leave Spotify today and someone else will want him. No, you can't cancel. You can't actually cancel someone. You can curate a space. So again, this is not about cancel culture. It's about curation. 3rd, to be very clear, I never called him a racist. What I did in the curation of my space is say, I don't like this here. I don't want to be here. Anyone who saw those videos and decided for themselves if he was racist or not, that's their perception.
So she doesn't call it canceling. She calls it curation. She's curating her space for her. And she doesn't want to be in a space where they will allow a white man to say nigger. So it's not canceling. She doesn't want him canceled. She just want him out the space for saying nigger. As Anton would say, it's a word salad of saying the exact same thing. So check this out, India. Y'all know I'll be having my receipts. I do.
Word is loaded. And that
let her a little bit. Let me pull this up for you guys.
And so you choosing not to say the N-word,
because I think this is important. Any types of greasy. So Miss Arie, let's look at the word censorship. Censorship, the suppression of words, images, or ideas that are offensive, happens whenever some people succeed in imposing their personal, political, or moral values on others. Censorship can be carried out by the government as well as private pressure groups. So Arie doesn't call it censorship, but since she is trying to suppress a man on a platform that said a word that she doesn't feel like the white man should say, because she's offended, how is that not censorship? How is she not censoring what Spotify has by trying to protest by removing hers? Probably, I'm not sure if she's getting other artists to do it. To me, that is censorship. Now, look at here, under here with Miss Arie. She is on YouTube, which I didn't know because I probably would have subscribed to her page. But she has a YouTube page that shows her music videos, which I think is dope. Again, I'm an Arie fan. But who else is on YouTube? Let's see. Paula Deen also has a page on YouTube. Bill Maher has a page on YouTube. Again, and these are just a couple. Now, Paula Deen, I put her up. I don't know if y'all remember a couple years ago when she was happily saying nigger, nigger, nigger to her employees. She was on the show saying that she doesn't think black and white people are as racist in the South and other areas because we were family. We grew up together. And then went and told one of the guys that she quote unquote grew up together, hey, get from the back. You too black to see in the black. Let's see you in the light. Miss Paula Deen. And I went to her restaurant the other day. I totally forgot that she was saying this stuff. But she's on YouTube. Good, almost 500,000 subscribers. Also, Real Time with Beer Mayor is known to say the nigger, nigger, nigger. And he over there, 2.26 mil subscribers. But India's still on YouTube. So if we're going to call a spade, we have to do it the whole board. Arie, if you want to pull your catalog from Spotify because of Joe Rogan saying the word, then I would suggest you do it on YouTube, where other people on this platform have said it multiple times, and not even in a context of saying it to be a whole racist. So I would like for you to pull that as well, if we're going to play it fair. She's also on iTunes. iTunes, you know, the thousands of different artists that's on this YouTube, but she's not pulling from iTunes or Apple for whatever reason. I don't know. She's not pulling from them. However, Justin Bieber is also on here. Now, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, Justin Bieber had a whole rant. Nigger, nigger, nigger. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, bear with me here. Let's see.
We need this Justin back.
One less lonely. One less lonely. There's gonna be one less. If I tell you, I'll be part of the KKK.
I'm going to share this because it's important to share.
There's gonna be one less lonely. Less lonely.
We need this Justin back.
One less lonely. One less lonely. There's gonna be one less. If I tell you, I'll be part of the KKK. There'll be one less lonely. There's gonna be one less lonely.
Justin Bieber made a whole song saying one less lonely nigger. Where is the outrage? We ain't heard none. In Arie, you still where you're going to pull Spotify because he was saying nigger, Joe Rogan, repeating what other people have said, not calling anyone a nigger, but saying in a context of repeating someone, explaining, trying to learn the word, whatever. But you have Justin Bieber have a whole song, one less lonely nigger. If I kill one, you'll call me the KKK. But you still on Apple. So this is what we're doing. We're picking and choosing what we get upset about. We can pick and choose whom can say it. So this is my issue. If you don't want people to say the word, then be consistent with it. And don't you say it then. Pull your Spotify, pull your YouTube, pull your Apple, pull all of it. Oh, India. I'm going to pull some people up. But it's something else that I want to talk about as well, too, before I do. Because it's loaded. It's a lot. Again, I understand the feelings of it. You're not going to be able to police who and who cannot say it. It's a word. Now, if you want people to suffer if they say the word, doesn't matter how they say it, but if you want people to suffer for just saying the word, then let's just say that. But is that right? So the lead attorney had somebody on here, and I wish I could have had her on here. She sent a message, and this, before I started, she sent a message about, what I was asking. Are we giving this word, the N-word, too much power? She said yes, in ridiculous amounts. And I was like, well, that's so interesting that she said that, because I remember when she was on the lead attorney. And she had this back and forth with Tariq Nasheed. Kind of went a little viral, where she said that Black people use their color as a scab. And she meant that we get so emotional about race that we can't have logical, real conversations about it because we're so hurt and it brings us down. And I do believe there's truth to that.
That's the first thing. The scab comment, I will double down, because it seems that people think that I regret saying it, or I shouldn't have said it because she ain't Black, right? I specifically said to Black people, stop wearing your Blackness like a scab that you let any person pick off and put you through the pain over and over and over again. Stop wearing your Blackness in this country like a scab. Be thicker than that. Be stronger than that. I still stick by my words. I will not change it. What Tariq Nasheed did was took that soundbite and said, she said Blackness is a scab. She said Blackness is a scab. That's what Tariq Nasheed did, and that's what this fool was echoing just now. Just now. The second thing is, people are confused. They don't know what Afro-Latino is.
I'm going to come back to that, because I thought that was it. It was interesting. Her back and forth with Tariq Nasheed was really, really interesting, and the TLL clip on his show was extremely interesting. But did she have a point? Do we use Blackness as a scab? Meaning, do we use words like when someone says nigger, it hurts us so much that we are so strong as a community, but once we hear someone call us nigger, then we fall? Does she have a point? What if we relinquish the power of the word nigger? What if someone calls nigger and we say, I don't give a damn, so what else you got to say? What if we flipped it and start? What if this word did not have so much power? Would it be used against us? I used to get made fun of my gap. I've had people, and even in this space, and people would say, close the gap. My dentist, close that gap. You ain't supposed to have no gap. And I've always said I did it because my father has one, and it reminds me of him. So that is one of my connections that I have with my biological father. So instead of using it or try to have someone use it for me to be on a platform and talking in front of thousands, I made it into a logo. You can't use my gap against me. You say it's ugly. I say, well, I made a logo on it and I put it on a shirt. It has no power. You saying that to me has no power anymore. It doesn't hurt me. So you have to use something else. The idea of going to war, people battling you, what they're going to do is use something that we know is going to hurt. What if it doesn't have the power that we give it? How would that change America? How would it change how media can try to use that word to inflict emotions and pain and have us do shit for them that they're not able to do, i.e. cancel Joe Rogan? What if it has the power is long gone? Will these country hit folks that I live around with the Confederate flag, would they be able to say it? Would these Karens on the internet be able to say it anymore? If we looked at them and be like, you got to come with something better than that, baby girl, that was 1800s. Baby, we doctors and lawyers are over here. Try something else. Try maybe I got an old Benz in the back. Let's try that. Because that little stuff that you tried to do to demean us, you can't use that anymore against us. When are we going to get back our power? Joe Rogan doesn't bother me. And I'm going to put that flat out. I don't believe in censorship. I do not believe in cancel culture. And I freaking hate it that this culture goes back from 12, 15, 20 years. Kevin Hart has dealt with this. Going back, once we've said something a long time ago and then bring it up and then make us relive or make us live in the past, which God knows if we're living this life, we've grown. I am not the same Courtney as I was a year ago. I know I look on Facebook and some of the status that I used to put 2 years ago, I look at it and be like, man, you about dumb, girl. The hell is you posting this dumb shit for? 2 years ago, I look at the stuff that I've posted and it looks ridiculous because I'm not who I was 2 years ago. So we can't give grace to people 15, 20 years ago? Are we supposed to